Hi everyone, welcome to this CSS Flexbox tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn the basics of Flexbox. Prerequisites for learning Flexbox are knowing the basics of HTML and CSS. Even if you are completely a beginner, you will understand something, don't worry. To be able to use Flexbox, you should first create a container. For example, we can create a div that has 6 other divs inside. In other cases, you might use it differently, but the concept of Flexbox is the same as the example I'm showing you here. If you want to do this, press Alt on your keyboard, and then select with the left mouse button anywhere you want to type the same thing. Those 6 divs that are nested within the container div are called items. We will give them a second class in case we need to make changes to only one of them. Now I will just add some style to container and its items. After you finish this part, you have to give the div that is the container the display flex property. The first Flexbox property that we will learn is flex direction. This property's default value is set to row. We can change it into row reverse, column and column reverse, and see what each of them do. I think this property is very easy and it doesn't need much explanation. But if you have any questions for anything, please comment and I will give you the answer as soon as possible. Now let's see what flex wrap is used for. We see that the item's width is larger than the container's width. If we give the value no wrap, nothing will happen. That's because no wrap is the default value of flex wrap. If we give the value wrap, the items will now take the width that we gave them. We can see that 3 divs took 1 row. One item is 100 pixels times 3, it's 300. The width of the container is 300 pixels. The CSS justify content property will give us the ability to align content along the main axis. Flex start value puts the content to the left side of the container. Flex end puts the content to the right side of the container. We can also center something with the value center. Justify content also has 3 more values that are space between, space around, and space evenly. Space between adds space between items, but not on the right and left side of the corner items. Space around adds space between the items, and also on the right and left side of the corner items. The space between the items is larger than the space on the corners. Space evenly works the same as space around. The difference is that space evenly adds the same space on each side of the items. The align content property aligns content on the cross-axis. Keep in mind that this property has no effect on single-line containers. This property has the same values as the justify content property. It works the same as that, but just on the cross-axis and not on the main axis. Attention! If we set the value of the flex direction to column or column reverse, justify content now will align content on the cross-axis, and align content will align content on the main axis. Align items is almost the same as align content. I forgot to show on this video, but even if we have one row, we can use the align items property. For example, if we give this property the value center, it will center the content on the cross-axis. Align items has also the baseline value. What this value does is that it aligns content based on the baseline of the text that is inside the items. To be able to use this value, at least one text inside the item should be different. So, this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from me. Please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends if you found it helpful. I will leave some links in the description where you can learn more about Flexbox.